We're talking about knowledge of the future in movies, YouTube channel, Easter Egg Psychic. In this video, I'll show some possible future Easter eggs and references to the video games of Japanese developer Nintendo. And you can find these in the 1958 science fiction horror film Attack of the Puppet People. Story and direction by Burt I. Gordon. The cast consisted of John Hoyt, June Kenney, and Susan Gordon. Spoiler alert, in this story, Hoyt plays toy company owner Mr. Franz. His specialty is making dolls, and he has a personal collection of very lifelike dolls who happen to resemble people who have gone missing under mysterious circumstances. June Kenney's character, Sally, discovers Franz's secret when she answers a newspaper ad for a secretary position. She stumbles on the extremely realistic doll collection. It turns out he's using some kind of shrinking ray to miniaturize real people, which you can also make duplicates of. And I did some previous videos on Nintendo Easter eggs that might appear in another John Hoyt movie, 1964's The Time Travelers. Some items stood out to me. I thought the 2D, 3D style of the giant laboratory display, which turns into a type of portal into the future, may resemble the top-down dungeon shown in the 1986 Nintendo adventure game The Legend of Zelda. Alright, so looking at Attack of the Puppet People, and even more connections become clear. First of all, on the subject of scale and the shrinking gun, this made me think of the 1988 Nintendo game Super Mario Bros. 3. So here, World 4 is known as Giant Land, and there you'll find scaled up enemies such as the Grand Goombas, Giant Koopas, and Big Bertha. And if you take a look at June Kenney, she worked with director Roger Corman and writer Charles B. Griffith in the 1957 noir film Teenage Doll. Also in this, Faye Spain, John Brinkley, and Dorothy Newman. And here's a solid link to Super Mario Bros. 3. Corman and Griffith later worked on the 1960 horror comedy The Little Shop of Horrors. This starred Jonathan Hayes, Jackie Joseph, Mel Wells, Dick Miller, and Jack Nicholson also play an important supporting role. If you listen to the opening theme music to Little Shop of Horrors, the original, it's very similar to the background tune played in the Fortress levels of Mario 3. From there are some other relationships. Note the piranha plant in the Super Mario video games. Audrey is a similar carnivorous plant that inhabits the floral shop on Skid Row. Now, I mentioned the shrinking ray in Attack of the Puppet People. Actor Rick Moranis starred in the musical remake of Little Shop of Horrors in 1986. This was directed by Frank Oz with Levi Stubbs, Ellen Green, Steve Martin, James Belushi, John Candy, Christopher Guest, and Bill Murray. So yeah, it's very interesting that Moranis later appeared in the 1989 sci-fi comedy Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And in this, he plays a family father, a tinkerer, an inventor, who also builds this giant laser gun that accidentally shrinks his family. There are very similar visuals in this to Attack of the Puppet People and Super Mario Bros. 3, where all the insects, animals, plants, and household items are supersized. My YouTube channel is Easter Egg Psychic. There I go back, I look at movies and television from the past. I analyze these for possible references to future media. These may appear in the form of anecdotes, idioms, anagrams, Hidden in the subtext of the work in question, I also use an unconventional method where I look at the likenesses of the actors. And what I found is you can take the likenesses, match these up to some of the anecdotal items, and show past, present, and future information about actors and other personalities who may resemble the personalities in the movie or television episode that you're watching. My email contact is eastereggguy, that's GUY, @yahoo.com. Thanks for watching.